If you like Delina from Perfumes the Mali, Creed Eladaria might be your new favorite perfume. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new perfume from Creed. This is called Eladaria. I'll be sharing my thoughts on this fragrance as well as comparing it to other rose perfumes that I love and comparing it to other Creed perfumes as well. And I'll be talking about projection, longevity, sillage, and whether this is worth it or not. So if you'd like to see all of that, then keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is EJ and I love all things fragrance. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new perfume from the house of Creed. Every great perfume house has an iconic rose perfume. Amouage has Guidance, Perfumes de Mali has Delina, and now Creed has Eladaria. So Eladaria is the newest launch from Creed and it is a gorgeous rose fragrance. Immediately I smelled this, I was like, oh, this smells so good. So beautiful. Immediately I smelled this, I thought it was so elegant and so pretty. But before we get into all that, here's a little bit of a background to this perfume. So Eladaria is inspired by a blooming garden at dawn. It's a celebration of elegance and modern allure. I think they did a really great job of capturing elegance in this perfume. So this has notes of mandarin, bergamot, pink pepper, and roses, peonies, and powdery notes, as well as musk and vanilla. And it's supposed to be an irresistible, sophisticated scent. And yeah, honestly, I would say that they nailed all of that. I would say the notes in here are pretty accurate. It's definitely very rose forward. Rose was the first thing I could pick up here, and I agree that it is a little bit powdery. And I just think it smells amazing. I'm not really getting too much of the citrus, but to me, it's like a nice freshness. It doesn't smell citrusy because of the mandarin. It just smells fresh and almost sweet. And I do agree that it smells radiant, sensual, and unforgettable. So let's talk about longevity and projection. I put this on yesterday at around 12 noon, and by 8 p.m. I could still smell it on my skin. And when I woke up this morning, I could still smell it on the robe I had on yesterday. So it definitely has incredible longevity. As far as projection, I actually sprayed this card yesterday when I first started trying the perfume, and I left this card on my coffee table, and every time I pass by the card I can smell it. So I'll also say that the projection is really great. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for projection and about a 9 out of 10 as well for longevity. Okay, so let's talk about similar perfumes and alternatives. I am going to go ahead and start with Delina because Delina was the first thing that came to mind when I sprayed this perfume. I'll say that Delina is like punchier, a little bit more tart, and stronger in like the opening notes. And I'll say that Eladaria is a little bit softer and fresher than Delina. So the next perfume I'll be comparing it to is Guidance from Amouage. Not because they are particularly similar, but because Amouage is one of my favorite rose fragrances. Honestly, they're completely different scents. They are completely different scents. There's even no basis of comparison. I feel like Eladaria smells like walking through a rose garden in the morning and you can smell the rose petals with dew on it. It's very fresh and soft. And honestly, Guidance is a beast mode, decadent, sexy perfume that just smells intoxicating. So I don't think they're not the same type of vibe at all. So the next perfume I want to compare it to is Rosario from the house of Beau. I feel like Beau did a really great job of capturing that fresh, that fresh rose, because Rosario is also lemon and rose, where Eladaria is mandarin and rose. So I'm curious to see how they compare to each other. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh, Actually, I would say that Rosario and Eladaria are the closest perfumes out of like all of the rose perfumes in my collection. They're not dupes, but they have that similar fresh, citrusy, early morning vibe. Rosario is like rose water and lemon and roses and incense, and it's just like pretty and cute and fresh. And that's exactly the same vibe that Eladaria is giving me. So I almost dropped my Rosario. If you like Rosario, be sure to check out Eladaria because I think they have the same vibe. Okay, so moving on to comparing it to the other popular Creed perfumes. So I'm going to be comparing it to Carmina, Queen of Silk, Wind Flowers, because those are like the most popular female Creed perfumes. Starting with Wind Flowers, I feel like Wind Flowers is the most similar vibe to Eladaria, but Wind Flowers is more of a white floral. It does have a rose note to it as well, but the white florals are dominant here. If you like Wind Flowers, but you want something more rose forward, I would definitely recommend Eladaria instead. Then let's compare it to Carmina. Carmina actually has a lot of the same notes as Eladaria. It's musky, it's rose, it has pink pepper, but Carmina is so much spicier and it has that like decadent cherry element to it, and I think it actually layer really well together. I think that Eladaria can bring a softness and freshness to Carmina, and Carmina can give Eladaria kind of like depth and spiciness. So I'm actually going to go ahead and layer the two and see if I like it. I've sprayed so much perfume in here I can barely breathe. Ooh, I'm on to something, girlies. Try layering these two together if you have them. They smell beautiful together. And then my final comparison will be Queen of Silk versus Eladaria. These are honestly nothing alike. Queen of Silk is honey and white florals, and it's a very like heavy, more wintertime floral in my opinion. And then Eladaria is more spring, summer, fresh, easy breezy, morning rose, just beautiful scents. So yeah, those are my comparisons to the most relevant Creed perfumes in my opinion. So let's talk about my overall thoughts and experience with this and whether I think it's worth it. Does it live up to the hype? Absolutely. I really like this. I've been smelling it for like the past 24 hours and I'm really happy with the performance, the way it smells. Everything about it is just amazing. I love that it's a unique rose scent that manages to balance being crowd pleasing without being like an outright dupe of anything else out there. I think that's really hard to do because there's like a million rose perfumes out there, but I'm happy that there's nothing that's like a one-on-one dupe for this in my extensive collection. It's easy to wear, it lasts long, it smells good, it fills up a room, it leaves a gorgeous trail. I mean, what's not to love about it? I think it's definitely worth grabbing if you're looking for like a signature scent worthy perfume and you like roses. I would definitely add this into like my top 10 rose perfumes of all time. So in conclusion, I think this could potentially be Creed's female answer to Aventus. You know how Aventus is like their most popular men's fragrance, and I know they have an Aventus for her, but I don't necessarily think like Aventus for her did what Aventus did for men. So long story short, I think this could be their like go-to women's fragrance that becomes really popular and a ton of people like, because it has that kind of amazing signature scent worthy DNA and it is unmistakably feminine. And I just want to say that I also love that niche fragrance houses are making perfumes that are more approachable. You know, it's not every time oud and oris and blah blah blah. Like, I'm loving seeing more approachable, more easy to wear perfumes from these brands. I feel like there are some of my more intense super niche perfumes that I feel like might not necessarily appeal to someone who's not like a core fragrance lover. So I'm really happy to see like some of my favorite brands branching out into like more approachable fragrances. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've tried this fragrance, let me know your thoughts on it. If you haven't tried it, let me know if you're excited to give it a try. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.